Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play video series. Um, Last time, it ended up being a crash that ended the chapter. So this one has no rhyme or reason to its beginning, other than that I'm still trying to increase my power enough to clear out those trolls. So I'm gonna go after this Ravenous Harridan next. Alright, and this unit still needs to get further north. Man, those forest drakes are very strong. There is my education. If you, I kind of wish I could zoom out, but if you look, I've got pretty much a mid-game level of civics technology. Should decide on this part. I don't have any pastures available, and butcher isn't all that necessary. And definitely got an obvious specialization in archery, while I'm rather lacking in the magic technologies. I'm going to go after sorcery, rituals, and enchantment, and after that I'll start looking at the warfare techs. Queen's Hand is leveled. This is a 3-3 city. Nothing too impressive, but a decent place to start a town. It'll give it that little extra production boost that it wants. I've got 4 materials here. It's gonna be an ugly city. Whoops, what was that last one there? Garden. Garden should actually be a little bit sooner. Alright. It's basically gonna have to snake a very thin city along this river. But that's a limited potential city, so it won't get too large. Alright, here is a interesting battle. I've always felt that these spiders were a little too powerful, so I did not buff them at all when I did my monster balance. Not bad. Oh wow, that was a very nice movement. Get a little extra iron there. And then I'll upgrade to the high tower. Which will allow me that prestigious location. Using this letter will summon a mercenary to your group. Interesting. Oh, that kind of mercenary. Oh, Wallace the mercenary. So... can't remember. I think that I did this. But basically he's got broadsword, some chain, some throwing knives, and a cloak of shadows. Overall a pretty decent unit. But he's considered a regular unit, so you won't see him doing anything crazy. Although he does have some natural bonuses to stats. It's actually nice to have a unit like that because he's gonna play as about a medium quality hero, except that he won't detract from your XP per turn. So he'll stay useful in some respects throughout the game, and he's never going to, you know, cost you 100 XP for having him in the group. Pioneer here. I'll just leave it in the city for now. I think I just built that to spend some time until I got the next technology. What I really want is the cloister, which will be an extra 2 research, as well as the school, which will give me an extra 1. So I'll do school first, and then cloister, and that'll give my conclave something to do. Grocer in Ithuane. Take that up to big. Essence. They're only doing 3 mana per turn. Well, no, they're doing 5 mana per turn. But the city screen only shows 3. I'm pretty sure that bug's been reported already. Alright, so now we can take out Kaduru's army. It's a pretty decent unit. So what's this guy's health? 28? Not terrible, considering he does about 20 defense as well. He's almost on the same level as this hero unit. Well, that went quickly. Except that heroes get a lot more attack, I guess. At the very least, that kind of bonus unit doesn't have wages, and you can always set them down in a city somewhere. So this is a something to look at. They're saying demand tribute, which means that I need to not accept it. Oracle, plus 50% mana. 2.5 extra mana per turn isn't too important for me right now. Spell resistance is not really an issue until other parts of the game get updated. I never have to worry about resisting spells for my trained units. So I will take the Archivist, which is a straight research bonus. curious to see how the outpost that it looks like Gildan is built in the north. I want to see how that fares. Looked like they built it in a pretty dangerous spot. That mercenary definitely held its own. But those were easier units. Magnar thinks he can attack Ithwain, which is well protected. I'm curious to know how. Smelter. Oh, and then Iron Mine, I see. I was gonna say this Ranger should be done much sooner than those two objects. Let's take a look at this shop. So he's got breastpiece, helmet, and shield. What he needs is greaves, vambraces, and boots. Now I've got a full-fledged hero. .32 defense is pretty darn good. In fact, I think I'm gonna send these two out together to earn some XP here. Wonder how soon this outpost will be dead. It does make me worry though. I hate to lose this spot. Oh wonderful, I've built my high tower. But I can't see it yet. There's always a catch, I suppose. There shouldn't be though. I'm sure that'll get knocked out at some point during the beta. It's pretty annoying to not have your sight expand along with your zone of control. I kind of thought they were connected, but I guess they aren't. So this is a fortuitous battlefield. I should be able to just wreck these enemy units. Got 110 attack. too shabby, really. I'm gonna check the tech tree. I may have miscalculated. Weapon smithing. 12 attack, 10 attack, 15, 16. Throwing knives. And this is 14, but it's a special weapon. I suppose that's alright. I might increase the initiative on the hardwood, or the Tarth's longbow, whose name escapes me at the moment. Another 4 trolls here. Barman is level 2. This is a 421, so not really all that useful for much. A 431 is enticing, but I could also go the Conclave route for that extra research. Yeah, it'd be more useful as a town, though. Whoops. Sometimes my mouse does that. I didn't like the results of that battle, so I'm gonna stay back in my own territory for a while. How am I getting 2 counterattacks there? It's odd. That unit doesn't hold up, against trolls at least. Gonna pull him back, and use throwing knife. Oh, whoops. That was a huge mistake. I needed him to attack that unit. I got fairly lucky there. Okay, now I can talk to Gildan. Propose trade. So they've got a good crystal production, probably. Treaties. I should demand tribute. Gildan pays 10% of their net income to Tarth for 30 seasons. He appears to agree to the terms. Wonderful. Who else is weak? Paradin is weak. Treaties. I suppose demand tribute, which they will accept. Oh yes, and then I'll take some Gildar for this treaty. And I'll use that treaty to buy a trade treaty. I don't particularly want the economic treaty though, because the trade caravan is unpredictable and often gets in the way. Another wonderful thing they're fixing in the next update. And this city, looks like they're ready to expand. So they're a 4-3-2. Not too shabby. They won't be able to train rangers, but I can create another unit. Actually, this unit wouldn't be terrible if I just edited it. Let's see, no, it's going up in weight, which decreases initiative. So cancel that idea. I'll make a apprentice bow unit. So that's 83 encumbrance. Get rid of the Greaves. Alright, so they're not going to get better than 21 initiative. And this is a mundane unit. So that's probably alright. I just won't be able to use a finesse specialization. Bloodthirsty could be handy. And then, let's see, because that is actually 14 damage, so that's an additional 3 damage pretty much against most enemies. And then I could even add Brute to that to make it plus 6 damage against damage enemies that are of a lower level. Which I'm pretty confident in my ability to make a, train a very high level unit through battles, but the AI is not as capable, and I want these units to be valid for the AI as well. So we'll choose precision. Whoops. Apprentice bow from novice bow. That seems alright. So this is just a standard. Let's see, this one. Yeah, they are slightly different. Actually, I guess the difference is this one gets a +1 attack from muscle as opposed to just the +2 initiative. Alright, so see that I can train them. Except if I train it in a few more turns, that'll be an extra +1 level to the unit. Plus I can give it an additional +4 armor from the foundry. So that's good. And this is going to be 1.6, and I need to do 7 more population. So say at least 4 turns, I'm guessing, before it actually changes over. So we'll do school as well. And then we'll see where we're at after all that. Lots of construction this turn. I think I might think about... Yeah, I'm gonna combine these two armies together and start taking on those troll warriors before they turn into troll shamans, which are even more dangerous. So I need to get rid of the mercenary Wallace. I mean, he doesn't add a whole lot to things. I should have given him a shield, but I thought he was going to be overpowered. he might have been 100 turns ago, but definitely not now. We're at about turn 150, and it's fine for probably city defense, but it's not going to add a whole lot to my army. I might want to take out that forest drake before I do anything else. It's not moving around, but it might have a good item that'll help me off, or help me out in other areas. So yeah, see, it's a 5th turn actually for that last population. So we'll do a monument. Non-aggression pact's already over. Oh, the non-aggression pact. That's different than tribute. I'm rather impressed that Yithral's keeping so far ahead of me in military strength. Let's do some trading. I bet there's some potential here. As I recall, yeah, there's this sword that I need to trade over. Oh, and I can give this one my chain boots. Wow. It's definitely time to go to the store. Alright. Okay. So this sharp longsword should be easy for Arando to use. Now I need a shop. That's just so much wolf health. It adds up. I'm thinking about taking a healing potion into the next battle. $150 Gildar? Wow. No, I'm probably alright without that one. Are there any champions I have yet to take? Oh yeah, there's a level 7 there. Really sparse champions, at least for my side. There is a little more champion for Empire in this area, so I must have just gotten short into the stick. I've got more than enough though. Ideally, I'd like to break up these 3 champions into 3 different armies. I'm gonna wait before I really invest in any other equipment, but I will try some spells. Evade is a pretty solid choice for my tank. Need a life shard to make regeneration start to be useful, but stone skin will work. Oh wait, no, they're using blunt. It won't work. And that's pretty much all I can do. I could cast tutelage to decrease the amount of XP we're losing. which I think I will. Alright, let's hope I can do this. I might want to start off with those trolls to make sure I'm as strong as I think I am. Wow, once again, a lot of construction. Oh, and there it is. Okay, so these choices are a little bit different, I think, than last time. But, I mean, you've probably, if you've looked at the balance suggestions I made, you've seen them. Drill Master is +1 level for train units, +1 move for train units. Watchtower is +1 level for train units, +3 initiative for train units. Gallows is +1 level for train units, +25% production. So if you've got a city doing low production and you just want to sort of pump out a cheap unit, this is great for Magnar, who can pump out an infinite number of slaves. If you want to do 1 slave per turn, this would be the best way to do it. But I'm going to choose Watchtower because +3 initiative is great for archers, and I'm specializing in archers. Oh, so they're at no construction, so I will start that apprentice bow now. In fact, I could do quite a few of these, because they don't cost any resources. I think the way it's going to work is I'll just do... How's 1 crystal per turn? Oh, I see. Ithuane is the only one producing crystals, so that's only 1 per turn. So in 30-some turns I could think about a new magical one. Which is fine. Mundane is alright for Tarth. No construction in Barman. Actually, that's only 2 turns. They're going to need a little bit more of a production list. Queen's Hand built grocer. Now they can do bakery. As has Ithuane. Oh, how do I want to level up Ithuane? Let's see. They've got 2.6 growth. That's decent. Lots of food still. And their grain is very high, so... perhaps I'm going to try and rush them to level 5 early on. So, I don't have a ton of mana. I'm not going to waste any trying to enchant things. Just having those archers available feels very powerful. things I'm adding in my path mod that hasn't been updated since Beta 3 is, or actually I think that was, yeah, Beta 3. I think it's ready for Beta 3, but not this one. It's not well balanced. It adds a thing for assassins to guarantee a critical strike for one turn. Basically, it increases your crit to like 100 for one turn. So you're like almost guaranteed a crit. I think that would be a nice thing for the vanilla version of the game. Because it seems like, you know, that should be one thing assassins can do is, like, once every 5 rounds they guarantee a critical strike. It's a pretty good ability for them. Ithuane has grown, so Guild Grocer is probably out of the question because I'm not going for a tank unit. Farmer's Market, 1 Guild per grain. Guild Warehouse, 50% growth, 10% less unrest. I'm gonna do Farmer's Market. I want the Gildar boost. Yeah, 12.4 per turn on low taxes. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna take out some of these smaller trolls, sorry. Try and level up these rangers to give them better accuracy. Okay, so which one of these moves first? This guy. It's this one. I can't reach that one, so this one's second. I think I'm also going to increase the number of quests next time I update this. Cold resistance, immune to counter, defender, potential, skilled swordsman. Okay, so this is going to be a much larger boost, +1 initiative. Yeah, that was +6 attack. Amazingly good. But the great thing is that I can use like a short sword and still do as good a damage as a group of short swordsmen. That's sort of what I'm looking for balance. So here comes the real moment of truth. I'm going to go back into this corner. I'll cast Haste on myself. Set up my defensive line in the rear. Okay, so they have the same defense, but a higher attack. Actually, that troll, for some reason, is doing about the same attack. What's this? Blunt attack 9, maul 30. And a troll is blunt attack 11, maul 30. So the big difference, I guess, is HP, so I'll actually go after the smaller trolls first. That's something I might tweak a bit. I had imagined warrior trolls being much, much stronger. Oh, they have a higher regeneration though, don't they? So yeah, she's gonna use... Well, Battlecry would take all of my mana though. And then but all my units get an extra attack. So it's worth wasting a turn. There's one down. Interesting spell, but not overly effective. Are you kidding me? That's terrible. Wasted an attack there. This is gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad very quickly. So Bragny's pretty much out of the fight. Attack 27, Troll Warriors 8, hit percentage 85. I'll take the risk. So I think the way I'm going to change Troll Warrior is, first of all, they're getting a... actually, I'll have them keep them all, and probably give them a little extra armor. Good amount of XP here. Life Archmage, so I can cast Crusade. And Death Ward. I'll take Life Mage. I like having the 5th level spells. Discipline, +1 accuracy and spell resistance per level. Not terribly useful at this point. Finesse is... I'll take Finesse. Now I really need to destroy that lair of savages. Guiding Spear. Interesting. That's 9 attack, 20 accuracy, ignores 33% of the victim's defense, immune to counterattack. See, now normally that would be useless, but because you can get +6 attack with a warrior, and the fact that you're ignoring a little bit of armor, and you have such a huge accuracy bonus, I could see a situation where the Guiding Spear was useful. Alright, so here's a problem. This land is, you know, it's possible to settle on it, but the tile yield icon is gone. You can still see it over here, just not on the actual space. So I'm just going to have to remember that. And now that I've won, I've been saving a pioneer to bring over. Better micro the movement. Let's check relations. Close, close, warm, hostile. Looks like I've just surpassed Yithril in faction power. Alright, so now I'm feeling pretty good about the amount of damage I can do. As soon as I get healed up, I'm going to attack these ogres. I am noticing a little bit of RAM usage right now. I think that I expected more monsters to be gone by now. It's probably because of the troll mistake I made. So that's 4-2, but that's also 4-2. I'm gonna kill those ogres in a little bit. I don't need to worry about them. Periog. I'll take Workshop. Followed by... Actually, I want to get over to that forest as soon as possible. Hope's Cloister is constructed and finished. Not a lot of good choices for the city right now. Isn't there a... Yeah, there's an expansion I'd like to put over there. So... train one more pioneer. Huh, darn it. That was a mistake. I should have attacked this one. should build there as well. But I'm going to leave those trolls for now and focus on the ogres. Alright, I'll get a lot more XP for this battle now. So they've got a little higher defense. But a little bit less XP, and they don't regenerate. Plus they're gonna fail pretty much every resistance check. I notice that their lair disappears upon death. I don't like it when that happens, but sometimes it does. There's no real getting around it. Oh, there we go. I just needed to update because it looks like I'm going to be able to... Or I could train ogres if that was a faction ability of mine. But you'd have to be Empire to do that. Missionary Hall. I'm not going to have anything to build here for a while, so I might as well do a Missionary Hall. Festival. Plus 0.5 growth per season, plus 2 in the city's idol. I'm gonna go for tax office first. But this city's getting to that point where its most significant buildings are available, but will take a long time to build. But I'm alright with that. Oh yeah, and I need the Pioneer to come out. gonna send Bragny over to my fort. So they've finished in 3 turns. Blacksmithing is in 3 turns. I might make a few changes once I get that tech. At the very least, I'll need to build blacksmith. Oh, this is not good. There's mites over there. Let's see if they'll avoid me. Take Baker here again. I think I can get around, but this is kind of a dumb risk. If that mob tries to move forward, oh, it's going back. Alright, so hopefully I can ride its heels. Oh, I forgot to kill that Drake. One of these days that Drake's gonna get angry, and I'll be in real trouble. See, this is just the perfect place for an outpost. Bothers me. Oh, and this is not a hero as I thought. It is Knights of Asak. Or Asik. So, I don't know, they might be useful, but I don't remember them being very useful. I think I increased their health by quite a bit, so they'll work as a good tank, but that's about it. So I have Boar Spear, Round Shield, and Braided Belt. I'm gonna actually take War Griding just so that I can increase the power of Lady Arain. See, this is what's... ooh, okay, there's a funny mistake. The Masterwork Chain Greaves were not added to the list of armor for armor, because I switched them. I forgot Masterwork Chain Greaves, and now it sits over here on heavy armor. Yeah, I'll take War Griding and then armor. I was gonna get a few other magic techs, but I realized I don't really have any crystal, so there's no point. And then here, still need bowmen more than anything else. It's a high wage, but I can afford it. Queen's Hand in. Actually, these little, what is this? 3 grain cities? They're getting pretty close to level 3. In fact, if I have enough of them later in the game, I'm sure I can get all of my cities up that high. I just need to increase the global food per grain I get. if you noticed that, but the enemy just lined up perfectly for me. Alright, so those 4 trolls are really starting to get easy. This is where I gain a pretty good advantage, if you think about it. I'm gonna go ahead and outpost here. Then I'll do the Warden upgrade. Oops. I thought I gave them a construction order. Oh, they can take storehouse still. So they'll... Oops. That last one was a mistake. They'll be very close to level 3. I really need that hero to come over here and help. That makes me happy. I don't know if you just saw that, but it appears that the AI did, after all, attack the Gildan outpost, and it may be gone next turn. It was an easier battle than I thought. Yeah, it looks like they took it out proper, so that's good to know that the AI is having trouble out here. say is that for the majority of battles, this seems to be what Tarth is going to do, even if you discount any mods that I've done. They're going to have a strong tank in the front, and archers all scattered out throughout the back. And it would be nice to teach the AI to counter this, which the only way, the way that I would counter it, would be by forcing... Oops, they're out of turns. What you want to do is you want to force the tank to either go to the flank and then kill around the other side, or just send two groups, one on each side, so they can't cover both flanks. Also, teaching the AI to not just attack a unit because it's adjacent, but sort of, if a unit is set to flank, then have that unit continually move one space forward while still attacking each time until they get around it, and then going after the weaker units in the back. Which, you know, is no small accomplishment if you're able to get it to do that. But that would be the ideal counter to what I'm doing right now. Also, I'm kind of picking on units that don't have any archers. Of course, they're still very strong. I mean, if these units ever got up to my archers would not stand a chance. Probably should have stood in front. Probably could have managed that a little bit better, but I didn't want to take the risk of missing this junction. I might get out of this battle unscathed. Wow. Ah, maybe not. So I've got everybody going before him. I'm gonna risk it this time. Oh, that was a pretty lucky battle. One thing I might add to Hobble, since, as I noted before, as soon as a unit is adjacent, they stop moving anyways, is you should be able to hobble and then get a free turn right afterwards, because basically the idea would be to hobble one unit and then get adjacent to another. Would be nice. I don't see an obvious choice here. I'm going to take the defender trait. Maybe start specializing in tanking. With the Darkling Cloak. Trade that. Yeah, it allows unit to cast blind. Oh, actually, this would be better on him. because Arondo doesn't have any spells, so that will be at least one thing you can try. No, let's see. So yeah, I'll get level 3 for this. Festival. Market. Oh, excuse me. Certainly choose my market. And then, you know, of course, Farmer's Market is the best choice for a city you know won't get to level 4. I'm gonna rush by this warden. I want to see if it works, because I made some changes to the warden. I added the effect from monster repellent, and it's hard for me to tell whether or not it's working. But yeah, I mean, they all just left my territory, or are in the process of it. So maybe it is working. Ah yes, unfortunately I don't need a palace here. Nor do I particularly want to train units at this location. I guess I'll just build a few pioneers. Actually, how much Gildar am I doing? Only 2 Gildar. Tax office is bugged. Minus 3.8. Oh, that's my fault. There was a value calculation that I messed with. I should unmess with it. That was a that's a pretty common bug if you're messing with the values. In the game. I think I've done it a few times before, really, with other calculations. Novice bow. Now they're just gonna do pioneer. See here, tax office is doing minus 100%. And then when it's idle, it does plus 30%, which means that it's essentially doing a an odd thing where it's doing minus 100% to Gildar. Except when it's doing this. And I believe the cause of that is let's see. I guess I'd have to look at the code to know for sure, but I think I can guess why that's happening. I think I deleted one of the values in the calculation text. Alright. So where should I go now? I ought to go south, but actually I think I'm going to break up the video at this point, because I'm a little worried about using up too much memory at this point. So I'm going to end here and hopefully come back soon with another installment.